Use long division to divide. 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 5 divided by x minus 3. When we're doing long division with polynomials, we need to put the first one inside the division symbol. So we start with 2x cubed and then minus 7x squared. And I want to point out there's no x term here. We jump from a second degree term with an x squared to a 0 degree term with no x, and we're missing a first degree term. To take care of this, we're going to put plus 0x here, and then plus 5. We need to put in placeholders whenever we have a term that's missing, because otherwise, when we go through the process and we get to the point where we're subtracting terms, we're not going to have all of our like terms lining up, and this is going to be a problem. So we put in the 0x there, and we've got our dividend on the inside. We put the divisor, or the thing that we're dividing by, on the outside, and then we go through the process. What do we multiply x by to get 2x cubed? Well, if we multiply it by 2x squared, then we do get 2x cubed. So now let's go through and multiply. 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. 2x squared times negative 3 is negative 6x squared. But because we need to subtract this polynomial from what's above it, when we're subtracting a whole polynomial, we need to distribute that subtraction, and effectively this changes the signs of the terms. So the first one will become negative, and the second one will become positive. Then we can combine like terms. The first pair of terms cancels, and that should always happen in these problems. If it doesn't, you've made some sort of mistake. And then when we combine the second pair of terms, that gives us negative x squared. Then we'll bring down the next term, plus 0x, and we'll go through the process again. What does x get multiplied by to become negative x squared? The answer is negative x. Negative x times x is negative x squared. Negative x times negative 3 is positive 3. But because we're subtracting this, when we distribute the subtraction, we change the signs. So the first term becomes positive, and the second term becomes negative. Oh, and that should have been a 3x. I forgot to write the x. Okay. Now, when we combine like terms, the first two cancel, and then the second two become negative 3x. Then we bring down that positive 5, and we do the process again. X needs to get multiplied by negative 3 to become negative 3x. So we put a negative 3 up here. Then we multiply. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. But because we're subtracting, we need to change the signs. So this becomes positive 3x and negative 9. When we combine like terms, the first pair cancels. And then 5 minus 9 is negative 4. This becomes our remainder. And so we end up having 2x squared minus x minus 3, and then plus negative 4 over x minus 3. Or equivalently, you could write that remainder as minus 4 over x plus 3. Either one of these is perfectly acceptable as a final answer. One quick note, we will know when to stop and not continue this process when we end up with something down here that has a degree that's lower than the polynomial over here.